How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the Scatter to the Winds event that's just kicking off in Pokemon Go. And as I'm sure everyone would know by now, this brings the debut of Shiny Scatterbug into the game, which you best believe is going to be an absolutely insane grind given the amount of variants that there are. First off, as always, before we head outside, we're going to check out really quickly what the details are for the event. Reading straight from the blog, the Scatter to the Winds event goes from today, Tuesday, February 18th, starting at 10 AM local time, and finishes on Thursday, February 20th. So it's only 2 and not even a half days. During the event, we'll get the event bonuses of 2 times XP for spinning a Pokestop, 5 times XP for spinning a Pokestop for the very first time. All trainers will be able to open up to 40 gifts per day, and if you've purchased the Expedition Access ticket for February, you'll be able to open up to 60 gifts. And there'll be an increased chance to encounter Shiny Pidgey. Scatterbug, Spupa and Vivillon make their shiny debut. Wild encounters throughout the event are going to be Caterpie, Pidgey, Spearow, Wurmple and Starly. Caterpie, Pidgey and Wurmple all being 12 candy evolutions. Excellent ones to hold on to for evolution XP events if you have the storage space. Field research task rewards giving rare candy and encounters with event themed Pokemon, and naturally this event sees the return of the paid time research. For US $5, about $9 in New Zealand, the time research will award 16,500 Stardust, 3 rare candies, an event-themed avatar pose that looks like someone who's sending off literal postcards, encounters with event-themed Pokemon, and more. Then collection challenges. And then probably the biggest piece of news that I'm sure most have been looking forward to for a while, a lucky exchange. So the number of guaranteed lucky Pokemon a trainer can receive in a trade has been increased from 25 to 35. And starting Tuesday, February 18th at 10 AM, so when this event starts, if you trade a Pokemon that has been in a trader's Pokemon storage since 2019, it is guaranteed to become a lucky Pokemon until that limit is reached. This change is permanent. And as soon as the event starts, that's something that we're going to be testing out with one queen to see if that works. So because it's one of those things that I know causes a lot of confusion around how guaranteed lucky trades work, I want to let you know that this isn't determined by how many lucky Pokemon that you already have within your bag, but it all depends on how many lucky Pokemon that you have received using the guaranteed lucky trade method. And this will continue to work until both trainers taking part in the trade have used up all of their guaranteed lucky trades. Now unfortunately, if this is something that you haven't been keeping track of up to now, there's no real way to be able to tell if you have reached your limit yet. But with an increase from 25 to 35, we at least know that you'll have 10 guaranteed lucky trades to be able to play with. And remember that it only takes one person to be taking part of that trade that has to have not reached the limit. And again, if you're new here and didn't know already, a Pokemon that has been lucky traded is going to cost you half the amount of Stardust to power up and will come with a minimum floor IV of 12, 12, 12. You have a 1 in 64 chance of that becoming a Hundo Pokemon. So if you use these lucky trades on a shiny, that's 1 in 64 chance of becoming a Shundo. So good luck with your trade. Now, very quickly before we head on out, I wanted to go down and just really quickly check my Vivillon badge and make sure that there's none there that I haven't encountered, as I'll be pinning postcards throughout the day to be able to work towards those. One thing I'm actually hoping for the event, although it hasn't been stated, but you know, they could surprise us, is that they might lower that limit of 15 postcards to be able to encounter our Scatterbug, even if it's only just during the event. But for now, looks like I'm safe, so let's head on out. Okay, so the event's just started. It's just ticked over 10 o'clock. Just got our first event task. Spin 5 Pokestops, and oh, I've already completed a couple of these. So this is the premium time research. I did buy it this time around, try to give myself a few more chances at those Scatterbugs, and I've got to walk a kilometer for that top task. But for the first encounter, we have a Caterpie, and the next one's a Metapod. So third one, when I finally find a Pokestop, maybe a Butterfree. Okay, so we've got to catch a Starly and evolve the Starly and Caterpie families. That looks like all we have for the collection challenges. So we've caught the Caterpie, so let's just evolve that one through now. So Butterfree. Now we need to find and evolve the Starly to Staraptor. And that's our collection challenge done, for which we get Stardust, XP and an encounter with Scyther. 8 minutes in and our collection challenge is done. So I need to spin one more Pokestop or gym and explore 1 kilometer. Sweet, just spun that stop over there, and yeah, Butterfree for the encounter. Okay then, and while we have her here with us, we're going to go ahead and test out the guaranteed lucky trade with one queen. One queen's going to be taking this molly off me while I grab something off her from 2019. I think I went for a shiny for alligator. Fingers crossed they've turned this on. Kyle's Gator. Looking for 2204 and lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, please be lucky. Please let it be a shundo.
Please let it be a shundo.
It went lucky?
It went lucky. 2153.
Was that anywhere close?
No, nowhere close.
Mine is 1966.
1966,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
what,
it's got a
93%?
15 attack, yeah.
Nice.
I'm happy with that. That's cool.
Okay, well, 90. Actually, I think that's pretty close to what I got. 1966. That's the exact one that I got from Smudgy Bee the other day.
Wow. Thank you, and it worked.
Yeah, cool. So, guaranteed lucky trades. So for us, because we both reached our limit before, we're up to 25. We are now at 26, so we've got 9 guaranteed lucky trades left. And we've just completed that field research task there. Spin 5 Pokestops is a Starly. I have to admit, I'm kind of glad the event's only for 3 days, 2.5 days technically, because I think I might get a little bored of these spawns pretty quickly if it wasn't. Okay, I've just sat down at a park just to do a little bit of work while I can, but I've found a couple of more spin 5 Pokestops which I could go ahead and complete. First one's Caterpie again, so that's mixed bag that task. Last one is Caterpie, and now we need to send a gift with a sticker. And we can go ahead and claim this one. It will be a Pidgey. Oh, shiny Pidgey. Wow, okay, well that was fast. Pidgey must be pretty boosted, or I just got really lucky. And the IVs on that one, oh wow, 14, 14, 14. Go back to the Vivillon badge, and I need 10 garden postcards to trigger my next Vivillon. Organise that by gift and go through and open, well, at least 10 from the garden region, my home region. So see how many Scatterbug checks we can give ourselves for today before we reach the 60 gift limit. This should be the 10th gift. Okay, back to the main screen, and I've earned a badge for garden, and our first Scatterbug check is not a shiny. Now, because Scatterbugs and the locations of the postcards isn't something that I've really paid a lot of attention to, if you know your geography well enough, you can go down to the Vivillon badge, and right next to the global map there, bottom left, you can press on the magnifying glass, and that'll show you where all of the postcards will come from for the different regions. So there's New Zealand down there bottom right, which is the garden region, river and sun in Australia. There's jungle, there's monsoon. Elegant, I think, might be exclusive to parts of Japan only. Polars all over the place, ocean, archipelago, tundra, they're all over the place. So I wanted to get some more of the elegant region. I need to find friends from some parts of Japan. Besides that, I need one more postcard from the marine region, which is in, well, I'll be honest, I've never been that great at geography. I can see that it's there, which is that South America? Never thought I'd have to go as far as literally looking at the global map to compare it to this, but marine looks like it's in Spain, and then if I can compare that part on the map, marine looks to be around Chile and that area there. And to confirm also, because I've just collected the garden and it's reset to 0 or 15, so no hidden bonuses on decreasing the amount of postcards that we're going to need. This one's from Japan, but I'm not sure if that's the correct area of Japan. Yeah, so now I'm 10 out of 15 for elegant. Okay, and this should give me another check for garden. No shiny there. I've never ever spent this much time looking at this part of the game for like ever. That one I know is from Japan. And what I might actually do is just name him Elegant. I've now got a reason to go through and name as many of these as I can to the regions that I know that they're from. Jeremy I know is from Australia, so he should be river. Oversluisen's in Japan, so there's another one for the elegant badge. Japan, 13 out of 15. Okay, and one final comb through. All I need is 2 more friends from Japan. Okay, found another one from Japan. If you pin and unpin the postcard at the same time as you go to open it, it saves you having to empty out the storage later, and it does count. And can we do it? Can we do one more gift from Japan? Right there from Japan. But I've opened my limit. Doesn't mean that that may not work though. There we go. Okay, so we have our last one from Elegant. And it's not shiny, but was worth checking. Okay, so I've already opened my 60 limit for the day, and I managed to get a total of 4 scatterbugs from different regions. Because I tried to open that gift there from Boise's, but it already reached my limit, I did manage at least to be able to pin the postcard and unpin it. But because I've already done it once, it means I won't be able to use that postcard again to then say pin tomorrow. We're limited to pinning and unpinning postcards towards the badge one time only per unique postcard. So now I have to go away and walk a K, and then we can get that pose. Let's do it. Okay, well, I literally just got up and put the laptop in the car, and it's already completed. So, well, see what the second page gives. Let's get our pose, the pen pal pose. Okay, some stardust. I'll put a star piece on to claim that because I've got to get every little bit that I can get. Let's go immediately for the style and switch into the newly acquired $9 pose. And now, oh, okay, explore 2, explore 3, and that's where the rest of the 16,500 stardust comes from. So you got to walk 3 kilometers. Well, that's not too bad to do in a few days. You get your incense by sending a gift with a sticker and spinning up to 9 Pokestops to get the rest of those encounters. Given that the first was the Caterpie family, you reckon the rest is going to be something like the Starly family? Let's check it out. Okay, a little bit later we've spun all of our Pokestops, and our first encounter is going to be Wormpool. So this could be the Wormpool family. And let's just assume the next one is a Silcoon. Don't know if that's just Silcoon specific or it can be a Cascoon. So our last one's going to be the Evolution Beautyfly. And then we can see all the rest of the rewards there. So no real need to go into detail anywhere from here. This really is, I mean, it's a short event. Again, feels like a little bit more of a filler and perhaps another reason to be able to drop another ticket in game. And I've no doubt at all that people are going to be buying that ticket for $5 US for the few extra chances at a Scatterbug shiny that it'll afford you over the next couple of days. Now, just because I've reached my opening limit in the game, there's actually nothing stopping me from going through all of these and pinning them one at a time to be able to give myself more Scatterbug encounters. But just to remember that if you do, you won't be able to use those same gifts any other days to be able to encounter another Scatterbug. And in terms of the ticket, whether or not it's going to be worth it or not, all you're really paying for is some Stardust, some XP, and need to walk a total of 4 kilometers and a pose. So if that's value to you, by all means. All the best for your guaranteed lucky trades if you have those Pokemon available to trade away to your friends. Good luck on the Shiny Scatterbug hunt, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.